you support Arizona's immigration law? And are you for or against federal immigration reform that would include amnesty?
I am in favor of Arizona's law. I'm deeply disappointed that Arizona has to do the job that apparently no federal government will do. If you define amnesty as a path to citizenship, my answer is no. I am not in favor of any form of immigration reform that includes a path to citizenship. We are a nation of laws. There is a path to citizenship. There's a legal way to do it. It's only fair that people come the same way that others do who have spent the time, energy, and investment of their money to become naturalized citizens. It's also a moral issue because, quite frankly, we are allowing people into this country who, though they've broken our laws, as a moral issue, they're being exploited. That is the next form of slavery, and it's just simply wrong. It's also unfair from a business perspective where we have businesses that are employing illegals who are at a competitive advantage over those who are trying to follow the rules. Thank you.
Make a comment.
I take vigorous exception with what Bob English just said by his answer a few minutes ago. It's the recession that we're experiencing was not induced by the middle class American citizens, of which America is primarily composed, Bob, and this is where you are confused and so often have exhibited confusion. It's time for a change. That's why I'm running. Now, as answer to the second question on illegal immigration, Bob's off on this one too. He wants basically amnesty. He's going to say that the Graham plan is not amnesty. It is. It lets them go to Mexico, pay $1,000, wait a year, come back. Then next, with a few additions, next wave then comes a year or two from now. The next wave comes 3 or 4 years later. You've never dealt with the problem. If you start this, and this is a continuation, but if you continue it, it will keep on continuing. It must not be allowed. We must not give citizenship to those that are here illegally.
I'm sitting down because I don't want to talk down to you. Illegal amnesty, I also like the camera angle better. Amnesty for illegal aliens is anathema to the people of the state. We are law-abiding people. We do not ask very much of government. We do not have our hands out for entitlements or bailouts. We want the government to do two things: stay off our backs and enforce the law, the Constitution. And if we have to do it ourselves in South Carolina, we will do it ourselves in South Carolina. Thank you very much. And that's it.
Bob English.
In November 2005, under Republican control, we passed 2 points on immigration. 1, tighten up the border. 2, mandatory E-Verify nationwide. Went over the Senate. The Senate passed a very different bill. There never was a conference. I don't support the Senate bill, contrary to what Senator Thomas says. What I support is 1, tighten up the border. 2, mandatory E-Verify. 3, limit social benefits to citizens. 4, tighten up driver's license and license tags. And 5, make sure there are consequences for the wrongdoing of coming here illegally. We must redeem the rule of law. It's very important to not let bygones be bygones, so I don't know what David Thomas is talking about. It's not in the record. I hope you'll get the voting record and actually look at it. What you'll see there is that vote in November of 2005. That's what I support, and I support those other 3 things as well that will get us to a place where we have control over our borders and consequences for the wrongdoing. There should be no amnesty.
Great job.
Dr. Lee, the Arizona law has been mischaracterized and maligned by people who haven't even read it. I have read it. It is lawful, it is constitutional, and it is a splendid idea. I understand why people want to come to this country. It's the greatest country on the face of the earth. But it is that way because we respect the law. And I can never be part of anything that offers amnesty for law breaking. Secure the border, enforce the law as it is. I am fine with having a benevolent, compassionate immigration policy. But it has got to include enforcing the law, and I will never reward people who have jumped over others, who are waiting in line in other countries and want to come here lawfully. I'll never reward them for it.